going on, guys? My name is Tyler. Welcome back to the channel. If you clicked on this video to get some insight into Lucid Motors, this potential rally that may be coming, you came to the right place. Let's talk about it. We have the potential for a gamma squeeze as well as a technical breakout. We did bounce off of our support level, so that is definitely a great sign. Overall, a gamma squeeze, the FTD situation that we are going to talk about, the Ortex Data, all signifying to me we could see a big potential move in the next coming days and coming weeks. So let's not waste any time. Hit that like button for me, consider subscribing. Let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think about Lucid Motors at this current moment? Are we going higher? Are we going lower? What is your position size? What is your average cost on your position? Let me know that information. I do love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Now let's get straight into this video. So Lucid Motors is up 4.6% today. Definitely one of the better days that we have seen, especially since this downward trajectory has started ever since we broke under $25. This support level that I have been watching, calling out on this channel for a very long time, as well as exactly where our 50-day moving average is at about $22.60 per share, and that is about where we were at today. We actually did open the day at about $22.50 per share, right on our 50-day moving average, which did serve as some support. So I do think if we can break out past this 200-day moving average, which is at $23.76, only about 10 cents away from where we are at currently, we could see a major rally back up to $25 per share, or even possibly higher than that, as this bearish reversal is turning into a bullish uptrend. So that's the general thesis here ever since $16.12. If you had bought in down here where their share lockup period did expire, you would have made a lot of money. That's exactly what I did. Took this opportunity to buy the dip. Now my average cost is still a little bit lower, so if we do for whatever reason fall under $22.60 per share, that is where I'm looking to pick up more shares. But overall, I don't think right now is a bad time to pick up some more shares of Lucid Motors. The volume for the day is only at about 14 million. We are about to close the market today. We only have about 1 hour left of trading. So by the time you see this video, we may be up a lot more or down a little bit more than where we are currently at. Like I said, up about 4.6% as we currently speak. But overall, the volume for today is going to come in lower than we have seen for quite a while. So the fact that we are seeing this big move today with low volume, definitely yet again another bullish thing. And if you just look at this very micro, since we did see this sell off down to $16.12, this trajectory, this trend line is very, very obvious, and we did bounce off of, like I said, right here, the bottom tick on this candle was $22.11, right on this trajectory line that I just draw it. So definitely looking good right there. That's all I really have to add for that. Let's take a look at the option chain, because for tomorrow we are seeing a lot of activity, guys. Take a look at this, looking at this chance for a substantial gamma squeeze. We're talking a large gamma squeeze. So at the $24 strike, which is only about 39 cents away from where we are currently at, you have 16,900 for open interest. That controls about 1.7 million shares, and considering the volume that we are seeing today, only at about 14 million for volume, that is substantial. As well as that, at the $25 strike, you're looking at even higher open interest at about 23,500. That yet again controls 2.35 million shares that would have to be bought by the market makers. $26 strike, 2.3 million shares that would have to be bought by market makers, and at the $27 strike, about 1 million shares that would have to be bought by market makers. So if we could get a big boost to say $27, if we see a continued rally throughout today and even tomorrow, really go above $24, $25, $26, and $27, you're looking at about 7 million shares that would have to be hedged by the market makers. So a substantial chance to see a gamma squeeze. I would like to think that tomorrow is going to be positive, but you never know in the stock market, especially where we are currently at. Our markets are up and down a lot on any given day. So keep that in mind. I'm not a financial advisor, not a financial planner, or your dad. So I am not telling you to make any trade. I am just telling you guys what I am seeing. This is the factual data that you guys need to know. If you are looking at a trade, that is totally up to you to come to your own conclusions. So that is very important. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. Let's take a look at the next monthly options expiration date. That is also looking substantial as well. 5,000 open interest at the 24th, the 25 about 8,000, 26 about 3,000, and then it drops off from there. But we still have a lot of time for this option to, or this expiration date to actually populate and for more contracts to be purchased, which they likely will after tomorrow. So definitely looking very good right there. Let's take a look at the Ortex data, and then let's get to this failure to deliver situation, because I don't know, how much you guys know about this, but the T+35 settlement time is lining up to, the next coming days. We're going to see a lot of shares that have to be bought by the FTDs, which are crazy high on Lucid Motors. So the short interest is 9.72%. Current shares that are sold short at 52.79 million. So very large relative to the volume that we are seeing. Like I said, 14 million on the day so far. That is, multiples higher than the average volume that we are seeing. So definitely looking good right there. Share utilization is at 79.03%, meaning out of 100% of shares that can be sold short, about 79.03% of those shares have already been sold short. So that means about 21% of the available shares that can be sold short are not sold short yet, meaning there is plenty of ammo for short sellers to sell the stock short, make the short interest go up higher, meaning ultimately we will see a bigger move to the upside. Free flow on loan 11.15%. This is ticked up a little bit, and relative to the short interest at 9.72%, I do think the short interest can go and probably hover at about 10.2 to 10.5%. Only my estimates yet again. Now, let's move on to that. Let's talk about this FTD situation. These are some of the highest failure to delivers that I have seen in quite a long time. And just so you guys are aware, T+35 settlement time is right here. Let me explain this to you guys. As quoted from the SEC, if a FTD position results from the sale of a security that a person is deemed to own and that such person intends to deliver as soon as all restrictions on delivery have been removed, the firm has up to 35 calendar days following the trade date to close out the failure to deliver position by purchasing securities of like kind and quantity. Usually this is to do with naked short selling or just market maker activities when there is not shares available, to actually be available. Then to oblige for the options contracts, the market makers are allowed to do naked shorting. So that is exactly what that is. And from the date that this actually does happen, when the failure to delivers do happen, right over here is the dates. You have 35 days from that to cover on these positions, and these are very large for any stock that I have really been watching this activity on. And you guys can see right here, T+35 date for today. So the FTDs actually that are being covered today were from September 9th, 5 million shares worth at $95 million. And that is obviously for today. For tomorrow, October 15th, you're looking at the amount in dollars, $144 million worth of shares that will have to be covered. Almost 7.3 million shares that are in failure to deliver status. So even more tomorrow than we do have today, and tomorrow is going to be the biggest day. Mix that with the gamma squeeze and the technical breakout that we are seeing. I think tomorrow is going to be a bullish day. Nevertheless, we could have a big move. Really depends on what the overall market is doing, how many shares are sold short into the markets, if shorts do cover on some of those short positions. But either way, it pans out. I think tomorrow is going to be very bullish. My own personal price prediction, probably to about $25 per share. Very reasonable, and we are still going up, just a straight shot up at this current moment. And now let's wrap this video up with my position in Lucid Motors. So my current market value is $7,105.50 per share. Total return of 10.39%, up $668.88. Average cost $21.46 per share, and I have 300 shares, bringing my portfolio diversity of 18%. So a very large amount. My conviction is very high in Lucid Motors, so I would not recommend anybody do this. But if you are convicted in your stock, go big or go home, right? So I do use my biggest positions for passive income strategies as well. So I did sell December 17th $37 Lucid calls, meaning I agreed to sell all 300 shares at $37 per share if Lucid Motors is above $37 per share, and I paid $21.46 for these shares. I have 300 shares, so that means every dollar move I would make $300. So it's about a $5,000 additional profit by December if Lucid Motors is $37 per share and if I get assigned on these contracts. But if Lucid is not $37 per share, then I would keep my average credit per share of $101. So in total, $303, all for free. If I wanted to sell out and basically have no obligation to sell my shares whatsoever, I would keep $111 up front, or about 37%. So that is my trade, that is my position, that is my theory on why I think Lucid is going to have a great next couple of weeks, but tomorrow specifically I think is going to be good for Lucid Motors. So that is going to conclude this video. Drop that like on the video, consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think about all this information. And then, like I said, if you guys want to stay up to date with Lucid Motors, all these other stocks that have great opportunity, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys do want to support the channel, check out the links down below in the description of this video for public, link for Webull, link for the buy and seller, so you guys will be notified every time I make a trade on Lucid, any other stock, whether it's stock, options, or crypto, day trades, swing trades, or long-term investments, or passive income strategies like I did show you here in this video. So until next time, guys, you guys take care.